Good afternoon, I'm Timothy Leung.
Good afternoon, I'm Asana Matsumura.
Thank you for joining us for our special NUS MBA investigative report into Sharp Corporation. On March 2nd, 2015, it was announced that Sharp Corporation was seeking a $1.24 billion debt for equity swap, and that it will close 4 plants and sell its money-losing solar panel business. With this announcement, Sharp is telling its creditors, Mitsubishi UFJ and Mizuho Bank, that it cannot handle its current debt situation and it needs debt relief. The reason for this special report is to understand how, since 2008, Sharp slid from a successful company with $30.8 billion in sales and $894 million in profits to a company almost completely bankrupt, and what strategies might be available to reverse their course. Sharp is nearing bankruptcy with only $2 billion in equity left and a debt-to-equity ratio of 527%. For comparison, Japanese memory company Elpida declared bankruptcy with a debt-to-equity ratio of 205%. Sharp employs over 50,000 employees worldwide with offices and factories on 6 continents. Sharp Corporation recently turned 100 years old and has a strong history of innovation, resilience, engineering, and commercial success. Here to help us explain how Sharp grew from the imagination, hard work, business acumen, and engineering ability of its founder, Takuji Hayakawa, is co-host Asana Matsumura.
Sharp has made many contributions to consumer products for which we can appreciate. Sharp was started by Takuji Hayakawa on 1912 as metal working shop. Its innovative history began with the invention of the Hayakawa mechanical pencil in 1915, which became known as the Sharp pencil. In 1925, Sharp succeeds in assembling first Japan-made crystal radio set, named Sharp, and began mass production and sales. In 1953, Sharp begins full-scale mass production of first Japan-made TV sets, and it eventually gained a market share of 60%. In 1964, Sharp released the world's first all-transistor diode electronic desktop calculator, and in 1969 released its world's first electronic calculator, which was small and light enough to fit in one's palm. In year 2000, Sharp launched its first LCD TV brand, Aquos, which made a big hit, and Sharp marked #1 TV share in Japan. Due to this success, management tried to accelerate its LCD TV boom and built Kameyama plant in 2004 and Sakai plant in 2009 with total budget of $15 billion. This is the current business portfolio. Sharp's main sales portion rely heavily on digital information equipment and LCD displays. Now I'll hand it over to Tim to tell us what serious situation Sharp is in.
Thank you, Asana. Sharp has survived many downturns, and in 2012 they appeared to be able to turn around its fortunes following an announcement of a $9 billion impairment of its latest and most expensive factory. In 2013, Sharp posted a small profit of $121 million. In 2012, Sharp received $3 billion in loans and credit lines to help turn around the company. In 2014, Sharp had revenues of $29 billion. For 2015, Sharp Corporation is estimated to have $21 billion in revenue and an expected loss of $253 million. Free cash flow for 2014 is $1.64 billion and an estimated 2015 free cash flow is $781 million. The total equity of the company for 2014 is $2 billion. Sharp's bonds are rated CCC+ by S&P with a negative outlook. This is 4 levels below investment grade and 3 levels above default. Bonds rated CCC have a 23% chance of defaulting within 1 year. Joining us, we have Jo Min back, representing Sharp, to comment on Sharp's company's situation. Jo Min, what do you have to say about this dire situation for Sharp?
Yes, To recover from this crisis and achieve the sustainable growth, we established the midterm management plan in 2013. Under two strategic frames, we set the annual goals. To meet the goals, we will execute the three basic strategies. First, we will look for advantageous market. Second, we will market our technological innovations and work with our alliance more closely to create new business opportunities. Third, we will improve our corporate governance in order to strengthen the business implementation. Based on the three basic strategies, we defined 5 action plans. First, restructure our business portfolio. As market rapidly changes, we must restructure our business portfolio. We will reduce resources on the product items or market operations which we assess to be unprofitable in the future. Simultaneously, we will focus our competence on such business that is expected to lead our future growth. Second, improve the profitability of LCD business. We assess that the main cause to get us in trouble is the stagnating LCD business. We should quickly regain the momentum for its growth. To do so, we will reinforce relationships with existing clients and shift our emphasis to higher value-added products such as ISO LCD panel. Finally, we will concentrate on producing small and medium-sized LCD panel, which are expected to increase demand. The remaining 3 action plans are expand overseas business, particularly in the ASEAN market, reduce fixed cost, and improve financial position. We will put more efforts to expand business for ASEAN markets. Starting a new plant launching in Indonesia, we will reinforce our sales networks in newly emerging countries such as Myanmar and Sri Lanka. To overcome the current financial difficulties, quickly, we will keep reducing fixed costs while lowering personnel expenses and reforming operation costs. In the meantime, we will continue to improve the accuracy of production and sales in order to optimize inventory levels. Finally, we will continue striving to reduce the interest-bearing debt to improve our financial position. Thank you.
Thank you, Jongmin. Also joining us, we have Japanese strategy consultant Kao-Min Ken, widely known as a strategy ninja, who will give analysis and recommendations on what should be Sharp's strategy going forward.
Hi, I'm Strategy Ninja from McKinsey & Company. Let me explain what is happening to Sharp from product portfolio management point of view. This is position map of all Sharp businesses. X-axis shows Sharp's strengths, meaning market share, technological advantage, and profitability. Y-axis shows industry attractiveness, meaning market size, growth rate, and competitiveness. Sharp relied too much on LCD and TV businesses, and these sectors are now so competitive and not profitable anymore. So, position map changed like this. And now, Sharp does not have any good business in red zone. This is a big problem. So, main issue for Sharp is how to create a new business in red zone and how to compete LCD business in blue zone. So, let me explain blue zone first. This is a market size for LCD panel for TV. The growth rate is getting slowly. It's already saturated. And Sharp's share is out of ranking. And this is market size for mobile LCD panel. It's still growing, so it looks good. Also, Sharp is big 3 for market share. However, the unit price of mobile LCD is getting down so fast. It means mobile LCD market is getting commodity and less profitable. On the other hand, LCD market for automobile is emerging and has big potential. Automobile LCD requires special technique, so not yet become commodity and still profitable. Sharp is good position on this market. Second biggest share. So what I can say from these data is first, Sharp should give up TV LCD market. It's already saturated and no more profitable. Second, Sharp should outsource its mobile LCD production to Foxconn. Sharp already sold one of its LCD factories to Foxconn, so it's very easy to outsource. And third, Sharp should focus on automobile LCD, which has huge potential and still profitable. This is my advice about how Sharp compete in the LCD industry. So now it's clear for the first issue. So next, let me explain how to create new business. In other words, how to restructure business portfolio. This is the solar cell divisions. It got deficit. Why? Because solar cell panel is becoming commodity and price war is happening. It's like the same situation as LCD. This is market forecast in Japan. Today's demand is just temporary boom and shrinking rapidly in near future. Sharp doesn't have overseas business for solar cell, so we should sell off this division. And this is electronic device division. Operating margin is quite low for a long time, and 70% of its sale is from camera module for iPhone. Depending on Apple, it's quite risky. Apple doesn't hesitate to change its supplier. So why don't we sell this division too? This is TV. Sharp got deficit with TV, and market share is declining so fast. But actually, TV market growth jumped up since 2014. Why? Because 4K TV is becoming very popular, so Sharp should focus on 4K TV. So here's my proposal. First, Sharp should sell off solar cells and electronic device divisions. Second, Sharp should focus on 4K TV and outsource other TVs. And third, Sharp should M&A or make partnership with factory automation device companies. But why factory automation? Because Sharp actually has factory automation devices like these pictures, but very tiny portion and does not get any impact so far. However, generally speaking, factory automation is very profitable. It is second most profitable industry. Average operating margin is about 17%. Also, this industry is still going up at 7.6% per year. Here is the list for factory automation companies. All the companies have much higher operating margin than Sharp. Sharp is only 1.7% as operating margin. So these companies can be possible partners or M&A targets. So let me summarize my proposal. First, we will sell off solar cell and electronic device industries. And we will enter automobile LCD industry and factory automation industry. And by focusing on 4K TV, it's moving upward. This is the new product portfolio for Sharp that I recommend. It looked perfect, right? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Strategy Ninja, Kaomi and Ken. This concludes our special report on Sharp Corporation for NUS MBA. I'm Timothy Leung.
I'm Asana Matsumura.
Thank you and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.